Hi guys, it's me again. Well, here I am again. Now we're on to the fourth part of my updated BBC VHS collection. Now because that we've already finished the ones with the globe idents and the BBC Star, well, it's obviously going to be the BBC Streaks of Doom ident, aka the ones with the Bylines logo. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you this one first because that's the one I forgot to show you. And I don't know if I've done this one, but I'll show it to you anyway. So here's the final spark. Front, spy, at the back. With a drop over the real stuff, bad luck, cargo, and the marriage. Here's a tape for the final spark. No date. And here is the box set of The Six Wives of Henry VIII. All six of them. So I'm going to quickly show you the separate ones. Yeah, I'm not going to bother showing you that box set though. So here's Catherine of Aragon. Front, spy, at the back. Yep, print date is 11th of August 2003. And here's a tape for Catherine of Aragon. And the next one is Jane Seymour. And there's a tape for Jane Seymour. And yep, I don't think I could see the print date on there, but close enough. And here's Anne Boleyn. Front, spy, at the back. There's tape for Anne Boleyn. Yep, same one as much as the first one. And here's the next one. Anne of Cleves. Yep, same print date. And that's Anne of Cleves. And the next one is Catherine Howard. Back to PG certificates. Yep, there's Catherine Howard. And the last one on the set, Catherine Parr. So that's pretty much about this one, really. Now, because I've now got The Six Wives of Henry VIII on DVD, so I'll probably just have to think about giving this one to a charity shop very soon. So that is why I thought I will include this one for this collection video. Yeah, it seems I'm going to be thinking about it first, as I go through to all the other ones that I've watched in the past. Yeah, besides, I've had this very box set. Yes, ever since I first picked this up in Dorchester back in 2019. Yeah, so that's about it. Right, now that we've done the globes again, right, so let's get a move on to the ones with the Streaks of Doom ident as promised. And we're going to start with Smith & Jones. Over 50 sketches of previously unseen material. Front, spy, and the back. And there's a tape for Smith & Jones. Print date is 25th of September 1991. And now moving on to the next one. And here's the rarest tape that I picked up last year. And it's the Bylines Springtime, otherwise known as 1. So here's the front, spy, and there's the back. And it has 3 episodes. There's Springtime, The Great Storm, and Old Puff and Blow. And there's a tape for Bylines Springtime. Print date is 14th of February 1992. So that would have been Valentine's Day in 1992. And there's the inside sleeve for all the other titles. There's Post-Pats, 2, 3, and Big Video. Yep, I've got all of them, including one with a globe. Yep, got 5% 4, haven't got 5% 5. But got 5% 6. Pogleswood, yep, got that one. And I think that's pretty much all the tapes that, some of the tapes that I have, but some haven't. So yeah, it's better than nothing. And the next one is moving on to the Pingu ones, from 1992 to 1993. And here's Pingu 2, Building Igloos. Here's the front, spy, and the back. Oh, and the episodes are on there is Building Igloos, Music Lessons, Pingu Runs Away, Hello Pingu, Pingu and Pinga Stay Up, Noise, Grandpa is Ill, and Pingu and Pinga at Home. And here's a tape for Pingu 2, Building Igloos. Print date is 26th of June 1994. And there's the inside sleeve for all the other children's titles, which I may have showed you before. Okay, so we got The Very Best of Postman Pat's new video. That's the one with Postman Pat Takes the Bus, which was my favourite special of all time. And there's The Very Best of Fireman Sam. Yeah, there's Funny Bones, Bucky O'Hare, Spider, Playdays, Noddy, and yes, and I know that my friend Drawbin has got this one on tape. Yeah, but I don't usually want Noddy tapes though, but I'm good with that. There's all the Pingu trilogies. Yeah, I've already showed you Pingu Ballad of Fun for my last part. And yeah, showed you that. And it's just Pingu 3, which I'll show you now, after I put this away. And here's Pingu 3, Hide and Seek. Front, Spy, and the back. And it has some episodes. There's Hide and Seek, School Time, Pingu with a Barrel Organ, Sledging, Little Accidents. That's the infamous bit for where Pingu, where you could say that he just peed on the floor. Well, obviously he was a bit too small to reach the toilet. That's why. And there's Pingu's Ice Cave, Jealousy, and Pingu's Circus. And here's a tape for Pingu 3, Hide and Seek. Print date is 29th of August 1992. And here's Pingu 4 next. And here it is. Here's the front, Spy, and the back. And it has 8 more episodes. There's Pingu the Chef, Pingu's Admirer, Pingu with the Doctor. Now, that episode would have been infamous because of all that real-life blood on it. Yeah, but that's not normally happen. Well, you could say it's only like made of red ink instead of real blood. So yeah, that would have been alright, because red ink is fine. And there's Pingu's Curling Game, The Icicle Musician, Pingu Goes Ice Surfing. Well, I may have heard of surfing on water, but never surfed on ice. And there's Pingu and the Seagull, and, dare I say it, Pingu's First Kiss. That's the one when Pingu has never had a kiss from a girl before. Yeah, mind you, yeah, since Peculiar Penguins from Walt Disney. So here's the tape for Pingu 4, The Chef. Print date is 13th of October 1992. So that's 2 days before 15th of October. That's nearly about a year, just before I was born. And the next Pingu video is, and this is the oldest I have in my collection, Pingu's Big Video. Front, Spy, and the back. It's got the same episodes as much as I have on full volumes. So yeah, I don't need to go through with this again. So here's Pingu's Big Video. Print date is 11th of August 1994. So yeah, that's that. And now moving on to the next one now, and it's Under Milkwood. Front, Spy, but this time it's got a BBC logo on top and the back. Here's a tape for Under Milkwood. Yeah, print date is 14th of May 1992. And the next one, yeah, bear with me. Right, the next one is Daleks, The Early Years. Here's the front, Spy, and the back. Here's a tape for Dalek, The Early Years. Print date is 17th of June 1992. And the next one is, and don't worry, we'll get to the Series 2 Part 1 and 2 in a minute. So here's the best of Series 1 of Harriet Field's television programmes. Front, Spy, and the back. And here's a tape for Harriet Field's television programme. Print date is 21st of November 1992. And now moving on to the next one, and it'll be another classic comedy, and it's Sykes and the Bath. Front, Spy, and the back. Here's a tape for Sykes and a Bath. Print date is 18th of May 1994. Right, and I know I have some double video packs up there, so I'll see if I can go and get it. See you in a bit. Alright viewers, now I bought some box sets down here, so yeah, they're double video packs by the way. Now I know I haven't showed you this one yet. Well, these are the ones that I've just bought down. Right, so let's get started now. Yeah, continuing on now. So here is Around the World in 80 Days with Michael Palin. Now I know this is not a 1993 reissue as I used to have back then, but this is the original double video pack. Here's the front and big spine with the BBC logo on the bottom. That means it's back to the globe for a little while. And here's the back, and it's got Outward Bound and Homeward Bound. And this one was released in 1990. Right, here we go. And here's Outward Bound first. Yeah, and I think there's a print date on here, so if you just bear with me whilst I get that out. Right, so here's the print date, 10th of October 1991, and here's Homeward Bound, and I'm pretty quite certain this one's got another print date, and yes, just as I thought, yeah, no, 10th of October really, and there's the inside sleeve for all the other BBC titles. Right, just going to put that back in here now. Right, that's the double video pack, so I'll put that back later. And moving on to the next one now, and it's The Power and the Glory. Here's the front, big spine, and the back. And here's part 1 of The Power and the Glory. Print date is 14th of May 1992. Yeah, oh, bear with me whilst I get that. Right, anyway, here's part 2. Yeah, 15th of May 1992. Right, moving on to another Doctor Who one. Now, this is the only double video pack that I'm keeping. Well, that's until I get the DVD. So here's Shada. Front, big spine, and the back. And here's a tape for Doctor Who Shada. Print date is 12th of June 1992. And it's got a little script book for Doctor Who serial by them, Shada. Okay, so that's that one. Now, I do have Motor Mayhem, which I think it was originally released in 1992, but apparently it's a 1994 reissue because of classic sporting moments. So here's Motor Mayhem, front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for Motor Mayhem. Print date is 50th of August 1994. Right, so that's that. Now, I think that we've got 3 more box sets to show you. And continuing on with the complete first series of One Foot in the Grave. So here's the front, big spine, and the back. And it's got 6 episodes. There's Alive and Buried, The Big Sleep, The Valley of Fear, Our Retired to Bedlam, The Eternal Quadrangle, and The Return of the Speckled Band. And here's 2 tapes. Series 1 Part 1 and Part 2. And the print date is 6th of October 1994. Yeah, and same with this one. And the next one, and it's also part of a W.A. Smith video exclusive. So here's Treasure Island. Now this is a BBC video version. So here's the front, big spine, and the back. And here's part 1 for Treasure Island, and the print date is 20th of June 1994. And here's part 2. Yeah, bear with me whilst I get that sorted. There we go. Right, we're going on to the last double pack now. So here's Red Dwarf, Specs Out and Spec Up. So here's the front, big spine with this new corporate logo, which I'll show you in another last part. And there's the back. And here's Smeg Outs and Smeg Ups. And the print date is 16th of September 1999. And this one's 17th of September 1999 as well. So yeah, that's all the double packs. So I'll move that to one side. Right, and I believe that we'll do the Mr. Blobby ones now. And we're going to start with the original that started Mr. Blobby. Blobby, Blobby, Blobby. I'm just joking. Here's the front, spine, and there's the back. Now this one was released in 1993. That's after the success of Noel's House Party. And there's the tape for Mr. Blobby. Print date is 22nd of November 1993. So that would have been nearly a day just before the 30th anniversary of Doctor Who. Right, and here we go with the next Blobby video now. Bear with me whilst I get that sorted. So here's the next one. Blobby Vision. He came, he saw, he blobbed. Mr. Blobby's very own TV channel on video. So here's the front, spine, and the back. And here's the tape for Blobby Vision. Print date is 27th of September 1994. And the next one is the all-new adventures of Mr. Blobby. The third and the final video of Mr. Blobby. Front, spine, and the back. And there's a tape for the all-new adventures of Mr. Blobby. Print date is, oh yeah, here we go. 2nd of April, 1996. Right, that's the Mr. Blobby ones. Yeah, see in a minute. Alright then viewers, right, I'm back now. Sorry for the delay. But anyway, so let's just continue on just before we move into the fifth part, when the second part will be the final half of the BBC Streaks of Doom. So let's crack on. So the next one is Rapsy Nesbit Live. Here's the front, spine, and there's the back. There's a tape for Rapsy Nesbit Live. No print date this time. And the next one, as promised, here's Harry Enfield's television programme, Series 2, Part 1. Front, spine, and the back. And here's the tape for Series 2, Part 1. Print date is 23rd of March, 1993. And here's Series 2, Part 2. Now, this is the other video which I've had for a long time. Here's the front, spine, and the back. Here's the tape for Series 2 Part 2. Print date is 22nd of October 1993. And the next one is The Really Wild Dinosaur video. Front, spine, and the back. Here's the tape for The Really Wild Dinosaur video. Print date is 16th of June 1993. Right, and moving on to the Wallace and Gromit ones now, starting with A Grand Day Out. Here's the front, spine, and there's the back. Here's the tape for Wallace and Gromit, A Grand Day Out. Print date is 31st of August 1994. And here's Wallace and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers. Front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for The Wrong Trousers. Print date is 2 28th of August 1993. And here's a close shave. Front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for Wallace and Gromit a close shave. Print date is 12th of July 1995. Right, moving on to a couple of Only Fools and Horses now, just before we conclude. So the next one is I'm going to show you. Now, I do have a Jolly Boys outing, which I think I've got just about over there. So let's grab that one out. Right, so here's Only Fools and Horses, the Jolly Boys outing. Here's the front, spine, and the back. Here's the tape for Jolly Boys outing. Print date is 17th of September 2002. And here's the whole and back, front, spine, and the back. And here's the whole and back. The Frog's Legacy is next. Spine, and the back. Here's a tape for the Frog's Legacy. Right, that's about it, nearly. And the next tape is dates. Front and spine, and the back. Here's a tape for Only Fools and Horses dates. And the next one is the 1996 Christmas trilogy, starting with Heroes and Villains. Front and spine, and the back. And here's Heroes and Villains. Print date is 30th of September 2002 this time. Modern Men is next. Front and spine, and the back. Here's the tape for Modern Men. 15th of September 2002, but at least it's different dates. And finally in the trilogy, Time on Our Hands. Front and spine, and the back. Here's the tape for Time on Our Hands, 16th of September. Right, I'm just going to put that pile to one side. Right, and I think we'll just have a couple more of the tapes, and then that's that for part 4. So we'll start with BBC Children's Christmas Cracker. Front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for BBC Children's Christmas Cracker. Print date is 25th of November 1999. And here's another tape from 1994, and it's The 101 Dalmatians, Jack and Nori. Front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for The 101 Dalmatians. Print date is 10th of July 1994. And the next tape is Noel's Gotchas. Front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for Noel's Gotchas. Print date is 21st of January 1993. And the next one is that I know I've already got the Morecambe and Wise DVD collection, which as you can see I've got it right here. Well, here's the video, and it's Morecambe and Wise Musical Extravaganzas. Front, spine, and there's the back. Here's a tape for Morecambe and Wise. Print date is 14th of November 1994. And the next one is Late Flowering Lust. Front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for Late Flowering Lust. Print date is 24th of March 1994. And the next one is 1 foot in the Algarve, front, spine, and the back. And here's a tape for 1 foot in the Algarve. Print date is 4th of July 1997. So that would have been a reissue, really. Right, we're just going to have 2 Top Gear ones, and then we'll just stop right there. So starting with one of my favourite videos, having to do with classic cars, Top Gear Classic Cars, front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for Top Gear Classic Cars. Print date is 20th of August 1994. Right, last one for now, and it's Top Gear Supercars, front, spine, and the back. Here's a tape for Top Gear Supercars. Print date is 31st of October 1995. That would have been Halloween of 1995, really. Right, so that's it for the 4th part, and of course that we'll have 2 more parts, probably at a later date. Now, because we still got a lot more of the streaks of Doom ones to get through. Well, I'm going to say goodbye now, and I'll see you in the next part or so. Bye for now.